Welcome back to NJ.com. Jackie Friedman here with the Star Ledger's boys lacrosse expert Mike Kinney. State championships will be crowned in the next 2 days here. We're going to give you a little site-by-site rundown. We'll start at Livingston, where the top 2 seeds are trying to prove that Mike knows what he's talking about. The non-public A game, St. Joe's versus St. Augustine. What do you see coming from this one?
My preseason, my pick was St. Joe's, and St. Joe's has not done me wrong yet. They're the number 2 team in the state. I think this offense, here's 2 fantastic offenses going against each other. St. Augustine has Nico Pontrello and Stephen Pontrello and Gabe Vumar, very good players. And whenever there's 2 brothers on the same team and they're on offense, they're dangerous because they know each other so well. So this St. Augustine offense is high-powered, but I think the difference here is the defense that St. Joe's will bring with Nick Contino. I think that defense is a little more established and can slow down the St. Augustine offense a little more than St. Augustine can stop Kevin Cernuto and a high-powered St. Joe's attack, which is fantastic. They're playing great. St. Joe's, I think, takes that one. Then
we've also got the Group 1 game at that site with number 1 Summit and taking on Madison.
This was a game last month. Summit beat Madison 12-3. Saw the game. Summit was clearly the better team. Here was the one thing. Charlie Oldendorp did not play for Madison. He had a sore hammy, and he didn't play. He's their offensive spark plug. There's no question about it. With him in the lineup now, Bobby Lawrence has to cover Oldendorp and so on, you know, and now Austin Line has a little better view of the cage than he does when Bobby Lawrence is covering him. But still, the Summit defense, those 3 goals, okay, Madison scored 3 goals that day. Well, you know what that is? That's a bad day for Summit, because Summit right now averages only 2.2 goals against. 2.2 goals against. Attackmen don't want to hear that.
No.
Summit's defense right now with Bobby and Jules Godino and Joe Jaskolski and Ryan Troy, exactly. And the short stick middies, too. We can't forget those guys. Terry McKenna and Nolan Prinzen do a fantastic job. We can't forget them because they get out and they cover with the shorty just as good almost as the long poles. I just think Summit is the defending champ, and they take it again because their defense is too good.
Over at Watchung Hills, got the non-public B, where Pingree and Immaculata, they've met twice already this year.
They've met twice already, and Immaculata beat Pingree last year for the championship. 13-7 Immaculata and 10-1 the last time they played. Immaculata is just too strong a team right now. Taylor Vanderbeek doing face-offs, and Ralph D'Agostino. I'm telling you, this kid is one of the more versatile kids in the state of New Jersey. He's a wing on face-offs. He's the long pole. He'll play the middies. He'll play the attack. It doesn't matter. He'll play close. He'll play long pole. But also in man-up, he picks up the shorty, and he's got a cannon of a shot. So this kid can do anything. Pingree just has to come up with an unbelievably good defensive game. Clay Sundillin, good defenseman for Pingree, and Dylan Westerhold, the goalie. He's got to play out of his mind to beat Immaculata. Immaculata just right now is a better team.
Right. Also there, the Group 4 game, Bridgewater-Montclair, which is the game you thought would be the Group 4 championship.
It certainly was, yes. But here's the thing. I picked Montclair preseason as my team to beat in Group 4. Montclair, sorry about this, but I'm switching that a little bit. I just think right now Bridgewater has a little more well-rounded game. Telling you, what's going to happen here is on face-offs is going to be fantastic. Drew Jenkins is an outstanding face-off guy from Montclair, but Bridgewater too. Bridgewater does a great job, and I think Montclair's settled offense, their 6-on-6 offense, that attack is fantastic with Danny Moore and Jeff Sestilio and Will Trevenin, fantastic. But Bridgewater's defense, Brandon Ghost is one of the better long stick poles around, and B.J. Grill leads that Bridgewater defense. And Alex Eaton, the attackman for Bridgewater, is a kid who gets it done in clutch situations. I think Bridgewater is just a little bit more well-rounded in Montclair.
That'll be a fun one, though.
Yes.
Third and final site, Ridge. We got starting with Group 2, Princeton at Mendham. Mendham needs to stop Princeton's offense. Their 3 attackmen have scored 179 goals. Just the attackmen.
Just the attackmen, exactly. Just the attackmen in 21 games. That's a tough test for Mendham. Mendham has got to possess. They've got to win face-off. They've got to possess, and they've got to stop those guys. Princeton is unbelievable. I mean, we're talking about Mike Ollentine, Doug Bryant, and Joe Sanford. And I mentioned about brothers before with St. Augustine. Well, Doug's brother Alan is on the midfield. So you got one brother looking in for the other brother, and 2 guys also in that box. Tough job. It's going to be a tough job for Mendham. But Mendham plays in a very tough division, remember. They play out of that Fitch Pitt division. They're battle-tested. So Princeton's got to deal with that a little bit, too. Mendham's going to come in not scared of anybody, so it's going to be a tough game.
In the final game, Group 3, Ridge at West Windsor North. West Windsor North steadily built itself up this season, but Ridge beat Montgomery in the semis, which you thought was going to be the winner this year.
Yeah, that was my pick. Montgomery was my pick preseason. Ridge goes and beats them 11-10, so Montgomery almost made it. Ridge, though, what happened was Alex Otero, the face-off man for Ridge, he just dominated Montgomery, won 21 of 22. But here's the thing. West Windsor's face-off man, Drew Canavan, I love what this kid does. He is tough. He's scrappy. He gets what he needs to get, and it makes this team go. And so this is going to be a great matchup in who gets possession, and that's going to be the key of the game because Alex Otero and Drew Canavan are both outstanding face-off men. I think Ridge has a little more overall game than West Windsor right now. I think they're a little more experienced at winning big games right now, and I think that they have a little more offensively than West Windsor has. It's going to be a fantastic game, though. I see this maybe a 2-goal game, but I think Ridge pulls it out.
Well, there you have it, 12 teams vying for spots in the Tournament of Champions, and we'll be back next week to talk TSC semifinals.
Oh, yeah.
He's Mike Kinney. I'm Jackie Friedman. We'll see you next time.